I started the egg freezing process. I did some preliminary tests which showed that my egg count is really low. The doctors did tell me that might affect my fertility. My eggs are high quality, but there's just not a lot of them. It's just so sad.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the grass isn't always greener on the other side. When I was younger, I dated someone who was seemingly an amazing man, an amazing boyfriend, but he had a few little quirks, a few little things that honestly could have been looked past. But because of what I saw on social media, I was just over the relationship. And I'm sure there were other things that went on during that relationship. Major reason that I left was because I wanted more than what that relationship was willing to give me at that time. Which is so ridiculous because he was an amazing partner. I don't have regrets, I'm just putting that out there, but we were just growing together, but I was so impatient and I saw what these guys were giving their girlfriends and I wanted that. Ugh.
My final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce. So I'm sure people are wondering, well, you filed. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? Just because you make a decision that you think is going to end up making things better doesn't mean that you have to give up the fact that you love that person or that you did it because you were trying or whatever. I've never met anybody like him, and I've never loved anybody like him either, but I don't want a divorce. I still am very much in love with my husband.
If you have a good man, and I'm not talking about a man who is abusive mentally, physically, or anything like that, but a man who you know in your heart is a good man and he just needs a little bit of time, do not push him off or do not throw him to the side for another man just because of what you see and just because of what you think you will get. Keep in mind that you have no idea what's going on behind closed doors with these relationships. You could get rid of a good man and start dating a man who could provide for you, but he probably beats you up every night and he is abusive and he financially abuses you, or anything could happen. So I say all that to say, the grass is not greener on the other side. It's always going to be greener where you water it.
I divorced a man that I know I will still love until the day that I die. Welcome to my hell. I don't talk about this like hardly ever on here. It's a quite painful subject that I'm still working through myself. But long story short, sparing all the details, I could not continue on the way that we were going for the rest of my life. That sure as hell don't mean that I did not love him and that I don't still love him. It means that I love myself and all of us, my daughter, my stepson, him, and me, more than the pain that it would cause us to all be miserable together. And Southern women we love hard. I did this for a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons was I didn't want my kids to look back and remember me as someone who I'm not. Someone who is sad and angry and cold and distant. I couldn't live with myself if they looked back on their childhood and associated those words with me, whether they know the whole story or not. It really don't matter, honestly. Like, as a mother, there were things that I was forced to deal with and accept that are not in my nature to deal with and accept. And because
I started the egg freezing process.
The amount of raggedy men who probably wouldn't have had a chance with her in the first place celebrating her tears is nauseating to me. Like, these same men are talking about, well, she probably had plenty of men that she could have had a child with, but she would have probably had to settle in order to do that. Look at what she's asking for. She's not asking for much. She's asking for dinner on a date. If you can't afford dinner, you probably can't afford diapers. But they're so quick to tell a woman to choose better, but when they see what choosing better looks like, they make fun of it. So you'd rather her have a child with one of these random men and become a single mother than you would judge her for that. They hate women with high standards because they know those women will never pick them. It's like the video that went viral a couple of months ago where the man was like, some of you women are going to have to settle. They want all of us women to have to settle. That's how they get picked. Some of them are only here because their mother settled for their father. They want the best choice for them, but they want to exert the least amount of effort. The tears that she's shedding is because she's realizing that she may not become a mother. She's not crying because she may not become the wife or baby mother.
Sure. Men, honestly, should have to have licenses in order to engage with women, because I had 3 really awful interactions with men last week, week and a half ago, that made me delete all of the freaking apps off my phone. Okay, and the women, y'all are no better. I'll probably make a separate video about y'all because, ugh. Now, I had a horrible summer, an absolutely horrible, traumatic, terrible summer. And so I decided that this fall I was going to do things for the plot. I was going to date with no intention. I'm going to just, go out, enjoy Houston, have a good time, be very honest with people about the fact that that's where I'm at. But I'm just trying to kick it, And because I'm just trying to kick it, I decided that I was going to, widen my age range a little bit. Because again, I'm not trying to marry them. I'm just trying to have a good time. So I widened my age range to be up to 50. Don't judge me, okay? Move it up to 50. And the first one that went south was with a man who was 46 years old. I put in my profile that I am pro-Palestine, I'm pro-gun reform, LGBTQIA trans people, universal health care, bodily autonomy, like all of the things, because I don't even want to hang out with you socially if we are not on the same page about things that are fundamentally important to us as people. Cool. So this man responds to the video prompt of me saying all those things. And he says, you know what? I agree with that. But I also think that, when you get married, right? I guess he didn't see that I was casually dating or whatever. But he's like, when you get married, I feel like, you need to learn how to agree to disagree and still love each other. I respond in a voice memo because I didn't want to come off as condescending. I say, you know what? Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that. I think, if we're talking about pizza and you thinking that deep dish is superior to, Chicago tavern style, then yeah, babe, we can agree to disagree and I will still love you, regardless of the fact that I think that's crazy. But if we're talking about, basic human rights or my right to do what I want to do with my body, no. But I said it real sweet. He responds to me by saying, you are closed-minded and uncompromising. And, at this age, I need someone who's not going to cause me any stress. And that's such a shame because you're so beautiful. Okay? It was evident to me based on what he
Hello YouTube, thank you so much for coming back to another episode on my channel. So today is Monday and you already know what I do on Mondays. I am going to read your comments that came in my previous videos and delve into them one by one. Meanwhile, in today's episode, we have these grown-up women regretting their life choices. It's crazy how people make decisions in their 20s, in their 30s without thinking of the possible consequences. And now you see them on social media pouring it out. We have a woman regrets freezing her ex. We have women regrets leaving the good men, divorcing their husbands for no reason. But I'm not going to waste much time on this. Let's jump straight into the comment section. First comment says the clock is undefeated. A lot of family trees coming to a dead end. Okay. Even if the egg freezing had gone right, starting to be a mother at the age of 50 is a horrible idea. Like by the time the child is 18, you be in your 70s and will miss most of their life. Well, this is true. This is why I keep saying people take decisions in their youthful age without thinking of the possible consequences in future. And this is a clear example. Take a step back and look at yourself. Reflect on your own behavior. You can choose whatever you want. What you cannot choose are the consequences of your choices. They will be chosen for you. I love this comment so much because she's not crying because she let him go. She's crying because he moved on and didn't fight for her like she hoped. Exactly. I don't know why women do this, but they leave men and expect these same men to chase after them. I don't know what we gain from it, but women do this a lot. Everyone got a ride. Now they want to settle until they get bored. Then they financially destroy him. It's almost as though grandma was onto something when she advised grab a good husband while you are young and pretty. Alright guys, so this will be all for the comment section. If you want your comments to be featured on my videos next week, then make sure to leave your opinions in the comment section. And if this is your first time, please make sure you subscribe and like this video for me. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching till the end. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.